with this amateur featherweight contest brought to you by our sponsors this evening, 𝗙𝗛𝗚𝗏. Once again, let's welcome to the blue corner, entering the cage this evening with a record of 5 victories and only 1 defeat. Fighting out of ESKF Gym from Somalia is Imran Hassan. And his opponent this evening in the red corner, entering the cage with a record of 2-3-0, representing TV top team from Brazil, Carlito Ramos. Your referee in charge, 𝗙𝗜𝗚𝗛𝗧𝗦𝗛𝗣𝗜.
This featherweight fight is sponsored by 𝗙𝗛𝗏𝗏. Imran Hassan in the black shorts, blue corner. Carlito Ramos in the black shorts and the red corner. Here tonight should be a fantastic matchup. A long layoff for Hassan. Massive support in the crowd for him tonight. Carlito Ramos fighting in hometown London tonight. Already the long frame with the good footwork, the lateral movement there of Hassan. Outside calf kick lands though, that's good work too. Ooh, long overhand. Calf kick's definitely good to use against someone with a long-legged frame like Hassan has. Ramos finding the target so far. Nice. Oh, good counters though by Hassan, coming straight back.
Imran's gonna have to look to establish that jab early.
Good job reading the shot there from Ramos. He saw that Hassan was trying to set it up with all those left hands, and now desperately trying to take the top mount position, but can't do it. Ramos settles for half guard as Hassan catches that leg. Now looking to
sweep through.
Yeah, adjust it over to the other side. Oh, almost rolled through for that single leg attack. The speed of these transitions are insane as they get back to the feet. The overhand comes again from Ramos, but that full tie plum from Hassan is clearly very strong. Ramos wisely levels changes underneath it.
Plum's always difficult to kind of look at when it's on the amateur level because you can't throw those knees right up the center to the head.
Ramos staying tight with his pressure, chest to chest, left underhook, trapping his man, trying to control the bicep, wait for his moment to level change.
And this is what I meant about being on the front foot. He tends to do extremely well when he can stay active and be the proactive fighter and not be reacting to what his opponent's doing.
Foot on the outside for Ramos, excuse me, trying to keep himself in this fight. Good balance, trying to trip that back leg, puts the left hand on the mat, stays on the feet, but Hassan not giving up on this takedown. Will chase him round with the whizzer over the top though. Great job by Ramos, but it rolls back through to Hassan, but snaps him back down. But he's using that to chase through now as well as they both get to their knees and get back to the feet. What a sequence, Nick.
A back and forth, great job by Ramos to stay tight on that wizard and not give it up.
Needing that in that position here. Now trying to address the body lock Hassan has put on. Ramos taking some knees, less than a minute left in this first round.
And the great thing behind it is those knees suck.
Yeah,
they're horrible.
Just keeps doing them over and over here. Ramos needs to maybe turn in perhaps, but finds a moment of opportunity, gets the underhook and puts Hassan back to the fence. Double underhooks for Hassan though, going to drive forwards. There he goes, reaching down to trap the back of that left leg. Maybe try and drop those hands together, gets a single instead. Ramos puts that foot on the outside.
I mean, it's tough because Ramos was able to defend off that single leg before, so Imran's got to look to get that double. Lock those hands, use those long arms.
Ooh, takes them off their feet, chases through as well, will end up in full guard. Not much time left in the round though for this one, so very, very close back and forth. First round in this one.
And Imran did a good job of throwing that punch right as that leg kick was landing, so Ramos was off balance. I mean, you wouldn't really call it a knockdown, but it knocked him down because of the timing of that punch.
Look at the straight right that comes back after the overhand glanced off of Hassan. This was the good balance here for Ramos.
Yeah, and then he reaches down, he gets that deep wizard. So he's paying attention to that deep wizard to keep that control. Was able to take it to get to a top position.
Using the fence set to roll back on the inside. They almost inverting was Hassan.
And that was it. He had thrown that leg kick right as that punch is coming in. So he's completely off balance to begin with. Ended the fight with him kind of on his butt/back, but A nice, good showing for Imran after a long kind of year of rehabilitation. But Ramos showed a lot of tenacity and that constant forward motion.
Here we go, round 2. Expect the same high pace that we had in the first one. Left hook, Ramos is just trying to send it, but also crash into the fence as well. Keep that pressure up. Darting straight left there as well from Hassan as he exits. Trying to get those kicks going, but the space is getting crowded a bit now by Ramos. Great job with the takedown. Absolutely. Use the momentum of the initial shot as well there.
Yeah, great double leg. Finished really strong. He's got control, looking to try to
unload these right hands right now. Got
nice
the wrist control
job.
as well. Just letting it go, Ramos. Tries to shoot again right here. There's those double overhooks, and he's wrapping the body as Hassan. Maybe try and hoist him up.
It's got a half cow catcher right there. I mean, it's difficult to turn that, especially with the way the hips are.
Almost landed an elbow there. That was a little...
I know, thought it was an elbow that landed, but...
Be careful. Ramos desperately trying to complete this takedown. There's a knee, landed to the body. The double underhooks, though, reverse position for Hassan. Can he finish a takedown from here? He's going to try and trip the outside leg. Doesn't get it. More knees. Shoulder strike as well.
Ramos has got to look to change levels here, get his hips back down if he wants to try to get that body lock.
Now kneeing the thighs. Is Hassan. Is all those knees to the back of the thighs. Now he's kneeing the inside of the thigh. That long frame lets him just pick ankles here from this position without having to commit the hips all the way down, I guess. And trying to step over that leg so he can finish the single. Now he's got it. Let's see if he can finish.
I mean, it'll be tough because Ramos has got his hips in a good position, and he's got that wizard.
The wizard, there you go. Battling for this wizard, both guys. Ramos wrenching him round, but Hassan keeping the underhook still and gets back to the feet.
If you got a good wizard, I always say grab your own shorts. In MMA, you cannot grab your opponent's shorts, but you can grab your own shorts.
You can, yes, you can.
So it ain't cheating if you ain't trying. So Ric Flair taught us that. Grab your own shorts with that wizard, especially when somebody's deep on that single leg, because there's no way they're going to be able to break that.
Pro tactics, left head kick lands a little bit. Oh, his shoulder, it looks like the shoulder's maybe gone again.
Yes.
I'm not going to lie, the dislocated shoulder, perhaps there's an injury, and of course, Ramos taking full advantage right here. Hassan trying to do what he can, but he's not, oh, he seems to be fighting back. It's hard to tell, but that choke is now locked in. That looked like that was almost a tap there, but he's still in. Now flattened out, Ramos trying to desperately get this fight stopped. As Movahedi is looking onwards. Hassan is doing everything he can to stay in the fight, breaking free, still on the feet as Ramos trying to pour on whatever damage he can, throwing the left hand, and I think that right is compromised. There's the left hook. Movahedi stops the fight. And it's all over the finish for Ramos. He'll be happy with that one. The GB flag comes in, and I think that shoulder has gone, Nick.
Yeah, and Carlitos Ramos, it was that blood in the water, and he kept talking. And his corner was screaming at him, don't stop, don't stop, don't stop. We look back, here's that hard wizard.
And that's the kind of thing that's definitely going to cause problems.
To a shoulder.
Oh,
and that's where it looked like it went right there, yeah.
The right arm again, and it's such a shame because Imran Hassan is 4-1, and now 4-2, unfortunately, but injury related. And what can you do, man? Like, he's trying everything he can. He's clearly committed. He did the right time. He took the time off to have a reoccurring injury at the amateur level, Nick.
I mean, it's tough. Like, I still have shoulder injuries from when I was 12 years old.
Right.
And I've had multiple surgeries and still hasn't fixed that.
Well, you even high-profile examples, TJ Dillashaw or something. Sorry to interrupt you there.
Yeah, constant dislocations. You look at Dom Cruz.
Yeah.
Just retired. Shoulder injuries are tough. One of the things, though, was I was happy to see that Ramos continued to attack. He went from a submission to strikes to a submission to strikes and kept going forward. It was that constant pressure and that look for the finish is what got him that finish that he just got.
Yeah, great work. Well, we will get the official decision inside the cage, but Ramos now moving to 3-3 and will be very happy to even up his record, I am sure. And a good way to start the year as well, no doubt. He'll be looking to get some more fights in. in the FSC. Just get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, this contest comes to a close 2 minutes and 59 seconds into round number 2. Let's hear it for your winner by TKO in the red corner, Carlito Ramos. And your tremendous runner-up, Imran Hassan.
Great win by Carlito Ramos. What a competitive fight that was. And it was competitive right up until, unfortunately, it wasn't because of that injury.